Take a look at this brand, Coca-Cola, the ultimate global refreshment icon. Did you know that over 19,000 bottles of Coca-Cola are consumed every second around the world? From humble beginnings as a headache remedy brewed in a tiny lab in Atlanta, Coca-Cola has risen to become the most recognized soft drink brand on the planet, present in over 100 countries. But the story of Coca-Cola isn't just about a drink. It's about innovation, brilliant business strategy, and the unmatched power of marketing. Let's dive into the fascinating journey of how Coca-Cola was born and how it captured the hearts of billions. Welcome to Zero to Billion. If you're hooked by this video, smash that subscribe button for Zero to Billion to catch our latest, can't miss content. 1. A cure for headaches that sparked a revolution. Our story begins in 1886 in Atlanta, Georgia. A pharmacist named John Pemberton, who owned a small lab and pharmacy, was on a mission to create an affordable remedy for headaches and fatigue, common issues at the time. Driven by his passion for experimentation, he developed a dark-colored syrup that resembled coffee. When he mixed it with cold water, the result was a drink that not only eased pain, but delivered an unexpectedly refreshing sensation. The secret ingredient extracts from the cola nut and coca leaves, plants native to South America. At the time, both caffeine and a small amount of cocaine, which was still legal in medicine, were used to help stimulate energy and reduce tiredness. Pemberton named his invention Coca-Cola, with a C instead of K for easier recall, a suggestion from his bookkeeper, Frank Robinson. Excited by his creation, Pemberton started selling Coca-Cola in bars and drugstores around Atlanta. But customers weren't sure what to make of it. It looked and tasted unusual, and most people saw it more as a medicine than a beverage. In its first year, only about 95 liters were sold, a disappointing start that nearly crushed Pemberton's hopes. 2. A happy accident changes everything. Coca-Cola's fate took a wild turn thanks to a fluke. One day at an Atlanta bar, a bartender accidentally mixed Coca-Cola syrup with soda water instead of plain water, as the original recipe called for. The result? A fizzy, ice-cold drink that was downright delicious. Patrons went nuts for the bubbly new flavor, and soon, the carbonated version of Coca-Cola became the talk of the town. This happy mistake transformed Coca-Cola from an obscure tonic into a promising refreshment. Bars started slinging 9 to 15 glasses a day, and word of Coca-Cola spread like wildfire. Sadly, Pemberton lacked the resources to take his brainchild to the big leagues. He passed away just 2 years later, leaving Coca-Cola teetering on the edge of obscurity. 3. The hero of Coca-Cola, Asa Candler. Enter Asa Candler, a scrappy entrepreneur with a knack for spotting diamonds in the rough. Born in 1851 to a poor farming family in Georgia, Candler started with just $1.75 to his name. Through grit and hustle, he built a successful grocery and cosmetics business in Atlanta. When he caught wind of Coca-Cola, he saw a gold mine. In 1891, Candler made a bold move, snapping up the recipe and rights to Coca-Cola from Pemberton's heirs for $2,300, a hefty sum back then. To him, this wasn't just a drink, it was a game changer for the beverage industry. He founded the Coca-Cola Company in 1892 and set out to make Coca-Cola a household name worldwide. For guarding the recipe, scaling smart. Candler's first move was treating Coca-Cola's recipe like a state secret. He patented the name and formula, setting strict production protocols to block imitators. The original recipe was locked in a vault, shared with only a handful of insiders. Stories of this cloak and dagger secrecy became the stuff of legend, making Coca-Cola even more alluring. Candler also devised a brilliant way to grow without draining his wallet. Rather than building factories himself, he teamed up with independent investors to produce and bottle Coca-Cola. These plants operated solo, but used Coca-Cola's recipe and branding. From 1899 to 1909, over 379 factories sprang up across America, spreading Coca-Cola like wildfire, without Candler investing a single penny. 5. Marketing magic and unforgettable bottles. The real game changer, though, was Candler's marketing prowess. He got that a tasty drink needed a story, a look, and a feeling to win fans. Starting in 1895, he went all in on ads. Coca-Cola popped up on billboards, in newspapers, and was sold for a nickel a glass, a price so low anyone could give it a try. Candler also knew packaging was key. In 1900, he introduced a distinctive green glass bottle for Coca-Cola. By 1916, he raised the bar with the iconic Contour bottle, with its curvy shape that screamed uniqueness. Patented and unforgettable, it's still a staple today. These strategies turned Coca-Cola into America's favorite drink. From 8,000 gallons sold in its debut year, it skyrocketed to over 18 million gallons in under 3 decades. In 1919, Candler's family cashed out, selling the company to a financial group for a staggering $25 million, a blockbuster deal for the time. 6. Conquering the world. After the sale, Coca-Cola didn't slow down. It kept evolving, expanding into fruit drinks, energy drinks, tea, and bottled water. Today, Coca-Cola is found everywhere, from corner stores and cinemas to sports arenas and supermarkets. It's more than a drink, it's a symbol of modern, energetic, and free living. During World War II, Coca-Cola boosted its brand by providing free drinks to American soldiers, turning it into a taste of home and hope. Later, unforgettable ad campaigns like "I'd like to buy the world a Coke" in 1971 and the image of Santa Claus drinking Coke became cultural milestones. 7. The king of soft drinks. As of 2025, Coca-Cola reigns supreme in the beverage world. The company operates in over 100 countries, with 1.5 million distributors and 3 million vending machines globally. It holds roughly 50% of the global non-alcoholic beverage market. Out of the world's top 35 drink brands, 18 belong to Coca-Cola, including Sprite, Fanta, and Powerade. Every day, Coca-Cola sells over 2 billion servings, or 19,000 bottles every second. Its brand is valued at $98.7 billion, with annual revenues of around $45 billion. These numbers don't just reflect success, they show Coca-Cola's ability to adapt and thrive over a century. 8. What makes Coca-Cola so successful? Coca-Cola's triumph isn't just about flavor or mystery formulas. It's about constant innovation, from Pemberton's original idea to Candler's marketing empire. Coca-Cola embedded itself into pop culture, associated with joy, togetherness, and celebration. From smart ads to iconic packaging and global distribution, Coca-Cola built a brand that's hard to beat. And the company keeps evolving. As consumers shift toward healthier lifestyles, Coca-Cola launched low-sugar, zero-calorie, and organic options. As digital platforms grew, it embraced social media and online engagement to connect with new generations. Coca-Cola always finds a way to stay relevant and beloved. 9. An immortal legend. What began as a headache remedy is now a global legend, a permanent part of billions of lives. Coca-Cola's story proves the power of a great idea, relentless passion, and turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. For over 130 years, Coca-Cola hasn't just sold drinks, it's sold joy, nostalgia, and unforgettable moments. So next time you grab an ice-cold Coke, take a second to think about its amazing journey, from a humble lab experiment to the undisputed king of soft drinks. And ask yourself, is there any brand quite like Coca-Cola? Because Coca-Cola isn't just a drink, it's a legend.